Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this clip where we look at the process of adding multiple isometric views to a single sheet in advanced steel. My name is Jacobus Oberholster. I'm an AEC and Procon technical consultant with Micrographics, and you'll check my email address there in the bottom left-hand corner. You're more than welcome to reach out to me if you have any questions. Otherwise, pop them in the comment section and I'll be sure to attend to them as soon as possible. So let's jump into this and let's explore the process of having multiple isometric views on a single sheet in Advanced Steel. Now, Advanced Steel is an incredibly powerful program when it comes to structural steelwork, but the process of drawing creation is really where its strength lies, but also the complexity. And so if we look at drawing styles, amongst other things, what we would be interested in today is the 3D view all no labels option. What we've also done is changed from the generic profile to the user profile, and you'll see why in just a minute. But this is what we'll be focusing on today. So how do we get multiple views, so from multiple angles of the same model onto a single sheet quite easily? So first thing is we have to go to our drawing styles and make some modifications over there. So I'm going to go to output, or rather the drawing style manager over there. I'm going to go to drawing style manager. Now, first and foremost, what you will see is just this. Make sure don't use advanced, but go to the user folder. And then what we're interested in is the 3D view all no labels over here. Now, of course, these categories, assemblies, GA, 3D, etc., correlate to these categories over here. So when you click on them as well, you'll see that these correlate with these options over here. All right, so I'm going to go to 3D view all no labels. You can see I've got more than one view here. I'm not interested in that, so I'm moving this view down and then I'm going to delete it. So that was one I added previously just to test something out. So nothing to worry about. The first thing we want to do is we want to, of course, just explore the idea of whether you can create multiple views with one click. Now, the truth is, yes, you can see the list of views created by this detail, and you can add more views here so that when you click on this button once, it generates multiple views on one sheet. However, the tricky thing here is that the UCS determines the angle at which it determines the angle of the view. So of course the UCS can't be in more than one position at a time. And that's where this becomes a bit tricky. Right, so what we're exploring today is just one option of having multiple isometric views on a single sheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand the 3D view all no labels and click on that view over there. Now, the first thing we want to do is actually just adjust the scale because, of course, we know that we're going to have these drawings are going to be quite big because they're of a general assembly, they're the entire model. So we might want to adjust the scale. So I'm maybe thinking a 1 to 150 just to start off with. We can always come back and adjust it and restart the process. So once you've clicked, so there's the command, 3D view all no labels, which corresponds to that command over there. You click on it. If you add another view here, there'll be an additional view beneath it as you expand the drop down. Right, so we're in view definition. There is the view name, and I'm going to rename that view name to I'm going to keep it as is, but just change the scale to 1:150. So that's just in the view name. Okay, so you're about to modify the shared view definition name, select the desired action, and cool. Okay, now changing the name doesn't change the actual scale. You have to go to view properties and here adjust the scale. And there is 1:150, and we're going to click OK, hit apply, and then OK. So right, we're going to test this out. So the UCS has already been repositioned, but just in case you've forgotten how to do that, I'm just going to set this to UCS world quickly. What you do is you go top left, you look at these views. I'm going to go for southwest isometric, and then In with the Advanced Steel Tool palette, I'm going to click on the UCS category and then click on UCS view. And you can see that it adjusts the UCS because this drawing style depends on the direction of the Z axis. All right, so with that done, I'm going to 3D view all no labels. It's just going to generate the one view, and we're going to have a quick look at what that looks like and whether or not we're happy with the scale. Of course, the scale can change depending on the size of the model. So I'm going to go to Document Manager, and I'm going to look at this guy, and let's just see what this looks like. Okay, so that's quite small, actually. We might do a 1:125. Yeah, so let's do a 1:125. Okay, so I'm going to close here. I want to delete this because, of course, I don't want that view cluttering everything up. So I'm going to go here, delete, click on deleted, and then click on delete documents now. Right, so let's go back to our drawing style manager. I actually just want to see whether there should be a 1:125 by default. Let's just have a quick look here. There's a 1:125. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to rename this definition to 1:25. Go back to view properties, change it, say apply, and okay. Right, now we're going to do this again. So 3D view all no labels because that's the only one we've modified. Go to Document Manager and have a quick look. This will be better. Of course, it's going to be bigger. And maybe that's what I want. Okay, of course, these welding symbols and things like that, we can delete. I don't care much for them. And that can also be a setting that you can adjust so that they're not created. So be mindful of that as well. And then we could very well just actually move this to another position. Come on. Okay, let's say somewhere over there. All right, so I'm quite happy with that scale. That's quite nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this drawing. I'm probably going to have to go and change it again, but that's okay. And now we're going to look at a different angle. So what I'm going to do is change southwest isometric to southeast isometric. Go to Advanced Steel Tool Palette, UCS category, and change the UCS to UCS view. Look at drawing styles and go 3D view all no labels, remembering to stay in the user profile. Okay, so now of course we've created a new drawing. I'm going to change this view again to northeast isometric, UCS view, create a drawing. And let's go for northwest isometric, UCS view, and generate another drawing. All right. So now, of course, we've got 4 separate drawings, I believe. Let's look quickly there. Yes, we do. And what we do is we expand them. And then what we should be able to do is actually drag them, or at least we should be able to drag them and place them. There we go. Okay. So expand them a bit bigger until you see 3D view all no labels. Hold down the left mouse button. You'll see there's a little circle with a cross through. And once you hover over the 103 drawing, you can actually drop it in there. All right. Okay, so that should have happened. And you can see there, this is a second general assembly. That's why it's general assembly between brackets 1. I'm going to expand this guy, do the same thing. And do the same thing to this drawing over here. So now we've got 4 general assemblies in one drawing, which is exactly what we want. So now if I go to this drawing, it's probably going to be quite cluttered. We'll have a look. At least they're not positioned on top of each other. And there should also be tags that you can assign to these titles or tokens that update based on the view direction. So it's 3D assembly, southwest isometric, 3D assembly, southeast isometric, etc. So now we've got 4 views in one drawing. I'm going to go to Advanced Steel Tool Palette, go to Move, or select that object, press Enter, and then I'm going to reposition this. Of course, you can draw in lines and stuff like that to just make this a bit neater. But this is more or less the idea. And actually the 1:20, the 1:125 worked quite well. All right. And there we have it. So one drawing, of course, these welding symbols. Let's see if I can actually select similar. Oh, yes, there we go. All of them gone just like that. No need to even go and change the drawing style. But here we have our views. If I double click on that internal one, we can actually see the Advanced Steel View properties opens up. So we can see the scale there as well. We can make some modifications here if we want to. We can look at clip and orientation. Of course, this has already been modified through the drawing style. If we double click on the outside green line, we get this option here to edit the detail. Right, now if I remember the angle, I think this was northeast isometric. So I can change this in here, NE isometric, and click OK. We can see there's an update of the actual detail. Now again, you might want to do a bit more with that, so we've got below detail, which is all good and well, but we might want to change it with a token. So you can see there's the tokens. You see there's alignment. We've got actually a lot of stuff that we can look at here, and I would possibly just go through all of these and check the options you have, because the token will update automatically based on just based on some of the information that you've put in here. So you can see it refers to some of the properties. All right. So let's just change this to above, and let's change this to bottom again, just to make sure that it's nice and centered. All right, and there you go. Because initially when I added it, it moved it more to the right. Now, by just changing it like that again, it's nice in the center. I might even select these. And there we go. Oh, these are the grids. I don't think we can actually delete those. Maybe we can just turn them off. There we go. And as you can see here, this actually looks quite good. So this would just be your general assemblies to give an overall view of your structure. And then, of course, within the space, because it's technically in a completely different, well, it is in a completely different drawing. So any modifications to the layers here won't be carried over into your model. So you can see here, the grids are still active and visible. So I really hope that has helped you. Please put something in the comment section if this has. It's always nice to hear that that this has been helpful for someone. Again, those modifications were nice and simple using the select similar functionality or just turning off a specific layer. But I hope that this has helped you a lot. And yeah, well, check out the other two advanced steel clips that have been released for this month as well. Please subscribe if you haven't already, hit the like button, and reach out if you have any questions regarding advanced steel or anything else for that matter. If we can help, we always want to do so. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome afternoon further and look forward to seeing you in future clips.